Alright, here's a quick demo of the digital procedure framework inside the Imagine Editor. So the great thing is this is data driven. So in this case we have a set of procedures. We can actually look at the database here. And this has the procedure list. So if we go in and change Truck Engine Review to Truck Engine Test, let's say, hit save, and we can literally see Truck Engine Review automatically in the background change to say Truck Engine Test. So we want to add new procedures, we want to change procedures that are there, that can all be done. And then if we look at the individual pages, these represent a step. So this, for example, is the equipment step, and in terms of the robot maintenance. So this is a list of consumables, a list of tools, a list of safety equipment, a list of requirements. And those are also defined in the database. So we can see here our different steps and the pages that represent them. And this is really useful because we may find that this set of requirements, for example, could be common across many procedures. So you can reuse this best practice page. The other cool thing about these pages is they can have any Imagine element you might want. So these could be checkboxes, and maybe you have to check the boxes before you can continue, make sure you've got everything. They could, for example, use an enterprise workflow. So you may have to have an approved safety plan ID associated with this repair job before you could continue, for example. It may have to be signed off by somebody. You can drop in 3D models, you can drop in images, you can drop in videos. You could literally have IoT data here, making sure that the robot is turned off before you can continue with the process, because you may have to isolate the specific robot you're going to operate on in the building information management system. And we can integrate all of that stuff because you really do have a full enterprise connectivity here. All right, let's see it running. So if we just run this full screen, so we've got natural language input essentially. So we want to do a base service, and this is the list of consumables, tools, safety equipment, and requirements that we might need. So once we've made sure we've got everything, we can continue to step one. You can see that's removing the robot's arm there, exposing the base, and then we use some kind of alignment tool to do the alignment, and we'd probably have maybe a better description of that, perhaps a little video clip. And then we can proceed to step two. So in this case it's just explaining, put the grease, we run it around that ring. Sorry, we clean the flange, then run it around the ring. And then step three. So we place that O-ring in that groove at the top, lower the arm back down, retighten the unit, and we're ready to go. So we've been able to do all of that without having to touch a screen or our hands are otherwise occupied. Home, and then we can go off and run other procedures.